right, let's see. Does it work? Maybe. Almost. That's hilarious, man. All right, one side of it works. Oh, almost. Hey, it works. Hilarious. All right, yeah, I think we can do something with that. Interesting. And it'll say, it says my bit rate is 3. What's the quality like? Yeah, that's not bad. I think it's because I think Twitch wants a constant bit rate for some reason. Anyway, weird. But that should be fine. Okay, cool. Let's tell people. All right. We are live. Yeah, pretty amazing. FFmpeg really lets you do quite a lot of stuff. I mean, once you figure it out. Okay, so we got a simple prototype working. I got a few things I want to work on with it. Mostly config file, error checking stuff, but also I'm kind of interested in whether you can do something where I was doing like a domain socket and you start like receiving on one side and then sending on another. Anyway, let me get a coffee and I'll be right back. Okay, yeah, I want to do a mix of kind of working on this thing. Tinker with a few things. Then I want to go check out Fenster again. I got in my mind this idea for a web framework, so I have to get it out of my head or I'm going to go crazy. So yeah. And then, yeah, just making cool stuff. That's the whole point. And if anyone has questions about programming, go for it. Yeah, alright, so far it's working good. Let's keep that up. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I might have to do like a full fork kind of thing. Alright, so let me look at... Let's see what Matt Lim says. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I need to make 2 of those. Right. Okay, and then let me look at another option was this one. I think these aren't open source, but let's take a look. Now, is this a streaming to or a streaming from? Yeah, that'd be interesting. Hey, Caden, how you doing? We're doing some research. I'm doing great. Been getting a ton of work done today, so taking a fun programming break. Was this using, that's very simple. Go MP1. I'd have to look at how he's doing that, because that's pretty... Huh. Wow, that's a tiny amount of code. We are. It is running right now. So there we go. It works. Here, let's see the latency. All right, so let's, right, I'm going to type, I'm going to do 5 ones. 1, 2, 3. All right. That should tell you what kind of latency we got. So it doesn't seem too bad. Oh yeah, over on the Twitch phone app, it's pretty harsh. I wonder if it's always been like that. Anyway, all right, cool. So this is very interesting. This is, yeah, it seems to be about the same. Technically it should, because it's a computer on my local network, that little streaming device. Just going straight to a computer on the like a pretty beefy PC. Also, it's not doing much downsampling. I think if I was sending at max quality and then downsampling it, you get maybe another second or so of latency. Okay, let me paste this link in so folks can check it out. You know, actually, I should be able to do. Hold on. So this is interesting because this is a tiny amount of code. Yeah, here's the streamer code. Let me zoom it. Using a AV format. I've never heard of this library, but it looks like it's an incredibly small amount of code just to get my own like restreaming instead of so the only reason I want to use this would be to receive an RTMP that I can then feed to multiple FFmpeg forks. Because otherwise what you got to do is you have to start an FFmpeg. First you have to make two domain sockets and then start FFmpeg receiving, read out of that FFmpeg and send it to the other sockets. So if I draw it, so you have, here's the restreamer thing. So you have to start one FFmpeg, and let's say my streamer is here, right? So this is the receive. Over there's my my stream device. It would send to that socket. I would start it and create a Unix socket. No, I'd have to have it, yeah, I'd have to write it there. Then my program has to read from that and send it off to 2 more. And then start 2 more instances of FFmpeg. Like if you wanted to multi-stream, so you want to send one stream to Twitch and another stream to YouTube, say. Which is pretty complex. FFmpeg will do it itself. The reason to do this is if you do this, and let's say this one dies, you can just restart it, and it keeps working. So you won't lose, like, let's say this is YouTube, you won't lose it if Twitch goes down. Whereas in the current system, FFmpeg does all of this internally, so it works really efficiently, but if it goes down, your whole thing goes down. So that's the only thing I'm kind of researching right now. Otherwise, I mean, man, just start an FFmpeg and it just works. So I could just focus on the user front end for the most part. Yeah, so see, and then it does this. You do an output context. Make a second stream. All right, so what is this library this guy's using? Let's go look at streamer.h. libav. I think that's just the library that FFmpeg uses. Yeah, let's go here. it's not even being maintained anymore. That sucks. Well, I mean, yeah, if it works, it works. Oh, so inside. Weird. Okay, so there's a libav, which is a fork of ffmpeg, and it looks like that died. All right, so this one is 2015. Oh, we know that's going to be horribly out of date. How to write a FFmpeg and SDL tutorial. How to write a video player in less than 1,000 lines of code. Here, let me drop this link. This is most likely horribly out of date. Okay, it looks like you can just use the libraries directly. So then you just have to compensate for any kind of bit rot in the, like when the APIs change over time. Now that might be a cool exercise. Go through this, but possibly use something else. All right, now putting to the screen. Let's see what else we got. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I'll put this on the list. It's most likely out of date, but probably not by much. Right, so this is how to use it for command line stuff, which I basically know. Alright, so let me drop that for everybody. Right. Yeah, this might be an interesting one, this tutorial. Go through that at some point. Let me get some air flowing in here. Okay, cool. All right. So we can probably... Are these links? No. Okay. Alright, this looks like it's probably a commercial library. Yeah, it's most likely a commercial library of some sort. Let's take a look. Yeah. Yeah. Oh well. I'm not against a commercial library, but most likely it's going to be very similar to that. Alright, so let me check this code out and see what this guy's got. I'll just grab it. Probably doesn't build. We'll try it. Nah. What's that make file? I see a Docker file, so most likely. Oh yeah. That shit's never gonna work. Alright, well anyway, so we can use that as a reference. Alright, so let me think about what I need this to do. Well, let me edit the config. I'm currently using it, so actually, let's sort of break it. So we can run it, but not really run it. Right, so we have config. That's fine, I like that. Right, run ffmpeg. Let me look up popen and capturing all of the output. I think that's the next thing, is gathering the output and then possibly maybe FTX UI? What the shit? The solutions people come up with are crazy. Oh, you just make your own pipe and then, you know. Alright, I think I want to capture STD error. Most likely have to resort to the classic fork dance. Which is weird on Windows. Alright, so we'll just save that for later. Another option is just have it go to a file, which in theory should work. But Windows is really weird with its... I keep thinking that it's like a normal operating system, but they'll like try to translate that to whatever code page your PC is set up for. So if you're like... You have like the Russian code page, or there's the one that's used for Korean, and there's another one for Chinese. Anyways, you have any of those, your output gets completely mangled. Let's try it out. All right. Oh, but does Unix do the... Huh. Oh man, yeah. I don't actually know if Windows does the whole 2 for standard error. Huh. Okay, it does. Good. Alright, so that's one way we could do it, I think. Also, I need to see... I think I have to add E to that. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so that solves one little problem. Let's see, what's next? Yeah, let's see what the server state does. And actually, let me do this. let me see. Three, let me see. Yeah, 3 would be error. So it's 0, 1, 2, 3. Nice, okay, so it's detecting errors. Can probably do some logging. All right, let's watch that run. Okay. Yep, error when launching FFmpeg. Nice. So now we want to do yeah, let's do a bit of restarting, but like yeah, okay, so I'm thinking in the error state we do a sleep with like kind of an exponential back off and then retry going to start. Okay, so yeah. Okay, we need chrono and thread. Oh, okay. I may have another project that you could use right now. The idea with this one is I want to run that locally because I have a device that can stream at like max quality, but it can't save at max quality and then stream at a lower quality. So the little program I'm using, you can stream to it, like you can point your OBS at it and then tell it to send it to 5 different things, and it's all locally on your computer, right? But it sounds like you need a server that runs all the time that can do like, you know, security cameras or whatever you want. So there is a project called Datahari Restreamer. Not sure if you've seen it, but it does work very well. But it's not quite what I need, because in order for that, one, it doesn't really run on Windows. That's one thing. And so I can't run it locally. And then two, I would have to send like a 76,000 bit per second stream off the network to that thing on like a remote server for it to work. So what you actually want is just to have, like, say, multiple security cameras pointed at it and then stream those out to different things and stuff. That's definitely the project. It's a nice project. It's got a little Docker install. You set it up, you configure it. The UI is real nice. It supports a megaton of just like import and export processes. You can take in from your security cameras, your IP cameras, local streams, send them out to every, like, Kick, every single Weibo, all those streaming services, everyone. So check that one out. But if all you want to do is just like take a stream off your OBS on your local computer and send it out to like 5 or 2 targets, then this is probably going to work. Okay, so we got that. Yeah, we want to do an exponential maybe not exponential, but it's sort of like a back off and then restart. It's very easy to run. Yeah, I used it for about maybe a month, and I realized that because I had paid for a startup and they just completely screwed me. I was spending $100 a month and they wouldn't fix bugs. Like I just canceled it. They actually laughed at me in the bug tracker, and I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, they had a problem with their cookies. I'm like, you have to stop this thing you're doing with the cookies, and they wouldn't listen to me, right? So I had to cancel it. And then I go and I try Restreamer. I'm like, oh, this basically wipes out their whole startup. The Restreamer was awesome, and I wish I'd found it sooner. Yeah, right here. So we need what's the magic incantations? Ah, here we go. Just do that. Oh. You know, I almost wonder if they actually just grabbed that project. Their shit was really good, but as I was using it, I'm like, you know, if you just took this project, you could add all the stuff that they added to it. And it was sad because that startup's project was great. Probably one of the best web UIs I've ever seen. Like, incredibly good, high quality. It's just, you know, they had these weird bugs where, like, anyone watching my stream on their service would have security errors, so none of the streaming would work. It would just stop working because their cookie wasn't valid. You know, just really basic shit like that. Yeah, so we just want to do this. Let's do that. Let's eat some tasty copy pasta. Copy pasta. Okay, so we want to sleep for about 2,000 milliseconds and then try again. Okay. So then stopped. The error condition wouldn't matter. Yeah, here. And then state. Let's do that. I'll have it sleep for about 2 seconds, and then it should go back to start. Yeah, so let me make it kind of circular. So it'll be, it goes into start, goes into reading, or there's an error, then it goes into error, sleeps for 2 seconds, then back to start. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, yeah, that's doing what I want. So now I just wanted to do it, like start it right away and then slowly back off. Does math work on these? Let's go here. And inside the class, let's do I'm guessing, I mean, it doesn't seem to be anything about C++ that would make it do that. Wouldn't take me less time to just I think just multiply it by 500 milliseconds. All right, we'll see if they did the math. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see if they're smart. If they're as fancy as I imagine they are. Nah. Non-static. So you have to know the actual type of that. Is it a duration? What is it? Must be a duration. Yeah, it says it takes a duration. All right, well, we'll see. Yeah. Well, I guess we're going to... What if I can do it the other way around, though? Actually, hold up. I'm gonna have to go read documentation. What? Reading documentation. Whoever thought that was fun. That's not gonna work at all. There's no way that's gonna work. Alright, I gotta find out the type of that. Whatever that is. I guess it's just that. That should be chrono milliseconds. I'm guessing that's it. Alright, yeah, so then there's no... should be that. I saw that. I'm actually surprised. Operator... No, yeah, multiply. No. No, yeah, it's parted. Okay, so let me see if I have to do an explicit... It's like the dumbest error message, so... Does it just work on integers? No. That's not right. Yeah, weird. Okay, apparently that doesn't do what I thought it did. Alright, anyway. I don't even know if that's actually going to... That should be 1 second. 200 milliseconds times 500. Oh no, that's probably going to be way more than that. It's going to be a really long ass time. Let's just do plus equals 1000. And that should get us a bit closer. What a weird... So you can multiply it times an integer, but you can't multiply it times a time, but you can add a time to a time, but you can't multiply it. Anyway. People smarter than me came up with that. Okay, yeah, so now it's waiting longer and longer. I should print that out. Oh yeah, format has its own chrono thing, so that's most likely not going to work. Man, I'll be surprised if it does. Yeah, no, they got their own chrono. Maybe that. That's probably just the whole library. So you just include that. Okay. Hey, yeah, check that out. Nice. So I just need to work on better math. I guess I just go by doubling it. Yeah, okay. I think doubling it might be better. It's close to an exponential back off, I guess. Okay, and then if it starts to work, we reset the time. Okay. So right here, we go wait time equals like that. It'll reset it so that the exponential back off doesn't carry over to other error spots. Okay, cool. All right, so that gets it to start FFmpeg. If FFmpeg fails, it'll start it again. If it continually fails, basically if we're constantly in the render state, or the error state, it's going to exponentially, well, you know, multiplicatively back off. That's official. I just made that up. Anyways, and then once it starts working, when it's in the start state, it'll reset that timer. I love state machines. Okay, so we got P open. It's dumping to a log file. We got the config. I thought I made a T. All right, let me commit that. And I'll drop the link to this project if people want to check it out. All right, there we go. Okay, so we have that. So pretty soon we'll want to have some kind of GUI going. Are we reading anything from FFmpeg? Nope. Seems to be okay. Right, and I'll see Windows should support the more capable method of forking. Because ideally we would want to grab FFmpeg's output and then use that to present some kind of statistics, or like information about what's going on. A couple buttons to stop it, restart it, things like that. Huh. I think that's everything I want to do right now. Any suggestions on stuff to do? I suppose I should probably pull... Yeah, let's make... Let's pull these out into their own thing. Did y'all hear about that game, Concord? That Sony did? Apparently it was like $400 million and it only made them $1 million? I wasn't looking into it too carefully, but I just saw some news. I'm like, how do you spend $400 million on a game? If anyone played it, I'd be kind of curious what you thought of it. And yeah, let's throw the config into its own thing. Yeah, Yeah, I mean, I just saw, like, tangentially, I just saw some news. I was like, wait, how did they spend 400 million on a game? And you would think it would make some kind of money, but apparently it made them zero. They gave them, everyone who bought it, I guess they refunded them. But I don't know much about it. I think it was like a Valorant clone of some kind. Okay, so pull that over there, this over here. Run ffmpeg, I think. Let me just see. I don't know if that needs to be a member. Let me see. We can keep it out for now. Okay, so we got that. All right. Let's work on this first. Okay, we're going to take that. Bring this over. I suppose this should just go in here. Alright. Yeah, do that, that. That can go there. I gotta change this song. It's giving me a headache. Alright, that gets me that. That. Don't need this. Don't need that. Okay. Yeah, I suppose I can just do it here. All right, and then need to bring over that. That. Oh, I don't. Need to bring it up here. Okay, I think that's all I need for that. That brings in the config, has it do it stopped. actually then this needs config. Okay, great. I'll move that to a compile unit. Yeah, I'll do this. And that's where I need this. That should be about it. Alright, config load. Yeah. And then I don't need that. Alright. I think this has to go in here. And no, actually. Here. All right. But now we need this, but not this or that. Okay. Okay, cool. And then that should be ready for more hacking. All right, let's see how that works. Okay. Hey, what? Oh. that means it's in the wrong one. Okay, a little bit of restructuring there should make it a bit easier to work with. Let me see, got this. Yeah, so now it's just loading up the config and passing the server. Okay, cool. Let's do a clean and a rebuild. And then let me go look at the Mason wrapdb. They have nope, nothing. Oh, so that would be for making like a server. Okay. No, I don't think they have anything that would help with this problem. Okay, cool. Let's take a look at... So what do I want for a UI, if I do one? And I'm kind of fine with it just running like this. Yeah, you know, instead of a UI, I'm going to look at how would I configure it to do two services. That would mean send at would have to be a list. All right. Yeah, so we'd want to be able to get a list out of that. Okay, so what's the config file look like? Is it, I think it's gotta be key value. I mean, FFmpeg really doesn't care. That would only be for like a UI. Yeah, you would give it a name like YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. Oh. Yeah, something like that. So then you could show in the UI which one it was. Okay, so how do you read that? I think it's going to be probably a sublist. Let me go look this up. I'm guessing. Yeah, see, the problem is you have to iterate through it. That's how you get the elements. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, so let's do, it's kind of nothing I will use, but maybe I'll test it tomorrow using Twitter, or like late tonight or something. So they're using a reference, right? Let's do well, how are they doing it? Yeah. And then it's items, yeah. But do you have to do, yeah, key and value, okay. Alright, that's going to overwrite my one variable instead of creating a list. That should get me somewhere. Right, so that'll run, but it won't be right. Yeah, I was trying to connect to that. Okay, cool. So then you have to construct the FFmpeg command line. And I also need no, it's not a vector. It's a map. Yeah. What is it? I remember there's a weird thing with map and this, setting it equal. What is it? There's like some weird thing where if you do this, I believe this will like, no, I think it's if you try to access it, it just makes one. Like it makes a blank one if it's not in there. It's not really what anybody wants. I don't think anybody wants that. It's kind of weird. But I think this is okay. Okay, so then that means let's just do send to YouTube. See this here, I believe this line here would then make an empty string if that wasn't in there. Let's do Twitch. Yeah, let's try to compile it. Oh, yeah, I gotta actually import it. Okay. And then we just got to construct the tail ends. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Working with C++ is a lot easier than I remember it. I mean, it's been 30 years. That makes sense, but I remember it was real tough, man. Everything was just so hard for no reason. I gotta look at what part is... Listen, I think you just have to do this. Let me look at my prototype. Yeah, what is copied? Okay, so each of those settings gets copied. So from max rate on. Okay, so we're going to... Okay, so I should just be able to add on to it. Okay, so this is going to be, it's going to be the base. Yep. No, actually just command, yeah. And then this is the end of it. Up to there. And that's for each one. Don't need that. Okay, so this is listen at. Okay, get that. Okay. Should just be. Yeah, it should just be that. With... Oh! Okay, we'll do this first, and then we need bitrate. So bitrate has to be set per. So this config actually belongs in here. Interesting. Okay. Okay, we'll do that and then we'll see how that runs. Right, because that's, yeah. Okay, great. Oh, that's not going to work though. There. Okay. It's different. Oh, weird. Why is that? Hey, what the shit? Huh? Wait, what? Wait, why does Oh, the... Right, there we go. That should work. Oh, did I forget to... No? Oh. Map has no member items. Wow, they need to be more consistent with this shit, dude. What? Alright, why do some data structures have items, like every programming language on the planet, and then map doesn't? Ah, it's weird. So it returns a pair. Oh, that's so irritating. Alright, so this library is using .items, which is a bit more sane. And the standard library, you just iterate over the whole thing and you get a bunch of pairs. I don't know about that. Who do I think is dumb here? Is it the C standard people for just being weird? Or is it this guy for not following the standard? And literally saying, this is how you do it, STL-like. And then it's not STL-like at all. Right, so it's a pair. EL dot... What is it again? Like, second... EL.second, I guess. I'm pretty sure when they came up with this stuff, this was an established thing. They could have just looked at any other language. But I guess C++ in 2011 still had to be a little weirdo. Okay, so technically that should build the command. Let's see what we got. Yeah, it did 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, it did all 3. Oh, there needs to be a space between them. Yeah, there's no space there. Alright, so then that will theoretically read from FFmpeg and output to multiple services. Not sure how efficiently, but it'll at least work with 2. And I'm really only going to use it with 1. But maybe I'll test it. Maybe I'll do like a bullshit gaming stream I don't care about, and then stream it to Twitter and Twitch at the same time. Yeah, there's 1. There's 2 and 3. All right. Let's do a bit of... no, let's do format. No, I don't need that. Okay, now the next part is... yeah, then it gets very hairy. It's kind of weird. Because technically, bitrate here needs to be on each of these. So now we're getting into this. Yeah, because I think like Twitter will let you use 9, YouTube will let you use 9, and Twitch is 7. Okay, so we got to model that next. Oh, it's going to be a pain in the ass. So what do we put ins into? I guess a pair, but... Nah, probably a map. Or just a simple, like a substruct. Yeah, I think this is one of the things about compiled languages is not having very like syntax for basic things like key values. It starts to get really gnarly. So now I have to go into config. Okay, go here. Then I need to make it, so I have two choices. I can go yeah, I think that's probably the best way to do it. There'll probably be tons of copying, but I think that's just what you gotta do. It's not important at this stage, right? Yeah, so then it's gonna be a map from a key to that struct. Yeah, that's good enough name. And then Ooh, it's getting dodgy. We'll see if it works. I believe that'll work. No, that's not gonna work. That'll work. I think so. Maybe. And then this would equal send to. Yeah, kind of gnarly. Yeah, kind of harsh. But I mean, that's... not sure how you would even simplify that. Because C++ is going to make you specify types and everything, so... no, that isn't even, that's not even valid code. I'm not sure if you can just drop a function call right in there. No match for operand types are send to and string type. I thought that's what I'm doing. EL key, EL value. Why the hell did it work before? So this is probably... man, I don't understand. Right? Right? Oh. Wait, no, that's not gonna work. There we go. Got bit by that super weird, the reason why everyone puts M in front of all their stuff. So then, I'm probably trying to print those out. Shouldn't be. Here? No. Alright, so we're trying to print send to. Yeah, right here. I got renamed send to. That's definitely not the right name. Oh, keep forgetting that stupid. think that does it. Yeah, listen at, and then that's moved now to there. Yeah, because basically this bit rate is moved to here. So now it's under each of those. Oh, I'm running it. I should also have it try and then stop after a certain number. Okay, so in theory that should now... No. Type error. Okay, so most likely it's in config right here. Okay, send list is send to, spec gets the value. Yeah. Alright, gotta run GDB. Oh, that doesn't work. Type must be string, but is null. It would be great if I could get the line number. That's a bag of dicks. Why don't I get a backtrace when that explodes? Enrollment API type error. Alright, well, let's just see if it's here. Going old school. It is not there. Ah. Wow, that's a terrible error. Oh, that's awful. So if the key is missing, you get a must be null error. That's so stupid. Yeah, that error is because we're looking for bitrate, but bitrate is now moved over to here. So that JSON library, when you try to access a key that doesn't exist, gives you an error message that makes it seem like you're doing something like this. So that error message makes me think the key is null. But actually, that error message should say bitrate doesn't exist. Yeah, that's dumb. That's a stupid, stupid error message. That's not a type error. It's not a type error at all. That's a missing key error. So then, say bitrate is not a key. Unless the error is because bitrate returns null, and then here. Yeah, I'd have to look at the code. Do you get that error if you do this? Is that a reason to use that? Like if that's a reason to use that. No, yeah, it doesn't have that. Interesting. Okay, so if I do that, that gets rid of bitrate. What a weird ass error, man. Error messages are what make or break your library or language. Alright, let's see if that did it. Yeah, 9 meg. Yeah, we've got different. We got different things. Nice. Of course, all of that would take in like 20 seconds in Python. Oh, really? Java. How's Java these days? I used Java. Last time I used Java was 2006. So, what, 22 years ago? God, I'm old. I'm so damn old. Okay, so now we want to have a server give up after a certain amount of time. So probably right here. Okay, so it's going to sleep, do that. I could have a wait count. Let's see, server.hpp. Oh, nice. What was so big about Java 8? I mean, Java 17 now, so Java 8, that must have been released a long time ago. Java 8. Java version history. So about 2017? No, that's just a mention of one. Let's see what we got. Oh, 2012. Yeah, so about, I'd say about 6 years after I was using it. I remember when I was using it, so this would be Java 6. It was gnarly, man. It was so much crap to type just to do basic things. Oh, nice. So, yeah, so like lambdas. Was Java 8 also when they added generics? Yeah, I've been meaning to go play with Java a bit too, but I also really, I'm like, I don't run into too many times when I feel like I need it. Oh, nice. That's new. That kind of switch statement. Yeah, I was looking at C++ 11 is a sort of a similar thing. C++ 11 added all of this. You got auto, default, final, null pointer, like lambdas, garbage collection interfaces. Oh, but they removed that. Range-based for loops. All of these libraries, including regular expressions, array, atomic, forward list, mutex, type traits. I think that's also when you got chrono, when you got all the time-based stuff. Like C++ 11 was a massive upgrade to the language. Java 7? Yeah, okay. I know that was a big deal for folks too. Interesting. I'm gonna have to go check it out. Yeah, so this is sort of a project. I'm just working on a course to teach people C++ for game development, right? Because I teach people code and I try to kind of teach them the old ways. And so what I do is I look at C++ as like learning about compilers and crashes and memory errors, and so I don't want it to be a good language. But I'm finding that C++ is this really nice sweet spot of like a language that's dangerous, so you learn all the stuff that you shouldn't do, but also very capable, so you can actually make very useful software, and it's got some good ergonomics. It's not like terrible, which has been a big surprise, because in my mind, C++ was this old, stodgy, you had to manually do everything, and the idea that I'd be able to get a JSON library up with actual timestamps with a syntax for the milliseconds, like, that's wild. I never thought you could have that in C++. So now I'm thinking I should go revisit all the old languages that I hate. Like go check out Java again, Ruby, and see if Ruby's been any better. Yeah, me too. Old style C++. So before I stopped using it in 1998, and I touched it briefly in 2004, but I think I haven't really used it much. Not since C++ 11. Not before. I quit using it before that. But it looks like C++ 11 was this massive improvement, like a huge, huge improvement. All right, let's make this stop after a bit. Yeah, so now I kind of want to like do a tour of like Java, check out Ruby again. What was another? Oh, Pascal. I wanted to see like what's the object Pascal scene like. I used Armodula, Oberon. I used those languages when I was younger. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'm relearning it to teach it, right? Because if you learn C++, you learn like every concept. You learn functional programming, compiled languages, interacting with the operating system at a low level, API calls, ABI, using libraries, like everything. Object-oriented programming, not object-oriented programming, generics, templates, metaprogramming, like everything you can think of. And then just don't use all that. Just use a little bit of it. Let's go fail count equals 0. And then we're going to come down here. Okay. Let's just drop a magic number in there real quick. Alright, I'm thinking about changing up the music. If anyone has an objection, let me know, or a request for a genre. Maybe give it a bit of volume. So then... yeah, right here. Okay. I should probably drop an error message. Maybe 10's too many. But we'll see if that exits. It's only 12 seconds. Right? 12.8 seconds. Man, the concept of time is not very good. Okay, so I think that's almost everything I needed to do. I think what I'll do is I'll try... What if a semicolon there? I think I'll try maybe later tonight doing a dual stream to both Twitter and Twitch at the same time. Test that functionality out. And then, yeah, maybe a little UI. Maybe do FTX UI. I think before I do a UI for it, I have to maybe do something more sophisticated than popen. Because with popen, it's hard to get access to the output. Yeah, so I'll have to look into that. Alright, this is going to take too long. Let's set it to just 3. I don't have patience. I have too much ADHD. Should probably make that configurable. Alright, cool. That works. Yeah, let's make it like 6 times. Yeah, you know what? Let's make it configurable. Config dot fail max. Do that to default, and then all right, cool, and then load it out of the config. Right, so I need to study how, that's not a string, how this JSON library handles. I know it handles missing keys by exploding, so I need to see how do you detect that it's malformed. I suspect that's where it's going to get pretty harsh, because it looks like they want you to set up some sort of like definition of the format. Hey, look at that. Alright, let's try making it a 2. Nice, let's make it 10. Yeah, slick. Alright. Yeah, so if there's a way to have this JSON library kind of like automatically set up the config, then I'll probably look at that. Yeah, it looks like they can do it a little bit. Yeah, I'll have to look into how to do that a bit more smoothly. I'd like to be able to give people better error messages. Most likely there's some library that you hand it a definition and it outputs a parser. But maybe they do that already. Alright, looks like it's working. Alright, sweet. Let's check the time. Yeah, that's about 2 hours exactly. Alright. I like to do these at about 2 hours. I think most people kind of glaze off if they... I shouldn't say glaze anymore. I think that's a, that's a very bad term now with the young kids. I don't know what it means, but... So basically, yeah, I think I'll be back at like 10. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'll see if I can test this. First off, if I can stay awake. But I'll test this. I'll try to stream to Twitter and to here. So maybe, since it'll be like, probably not super reliable, maybe I'll just like do some dumb gaming or something. I like to use gaming as kind of like a test bed for everything. Because I don't care about it. So like if the quality sucks, then I learn something and I move on. And once again, if you're looking for that, let me drop a link to it. And you can grab it. I think I made it MIT licensed. I kind of don't care about it, so. Let me see. Oh yeah, I just said it's copyright. If there's people who are interested in it, go ahead and use it, and then I'll figure out what to do from there. There you go. It should build reasonably easy. But go ahead and bother me, and I will give you some help. Yeah, I'm like blown away by C++ so far. Like, I think this code would be pretty small in Python, right? Because Python has just like syntax for a lot of things. But I'm finding that, you know, like there's other things that are crazy easy in C++. Like using a C library, no problem. Anything with graphics, incredibly easy, right? And yeah, build times aren't too bad, but then again, I'm not working on like a massive code base. I haven't ran into too many things that have been difficult to do. There's a lot of libraries and stuff, but I think if you want to do something new, like you want to work with some new tech, I think the libraries are going to be pretty limited. But it's like, hold up. Let's say you wanted to do AI. Yeah, isn't TensorFlow like a C++? They just wrap it with Python, and then there's also the Llama? Yeah. So a lot of the AI stuff is implemented in C++. But then they wrap it with Python. That would be interesting. Try to make something with like straight C++ that did some generative AI. Maybe we try that out. Maybe that's the next thing. Take this Llama CPP and make a, I don't know, like a dumb chatbot. You would need to get at the data set. I'm not sure how. Or train it. Interesting. Okay, yeah, maybe we try that out. Get Llama CPP to work. Train it on something stupid. I don't know, like my Twitter feed, and then have it generate tweets. All right, folks. Thanks for hanging around. I really appreciate it. And maybe I'll see you later tonight for a bit of gaming, if I'm awake.